Pornhub is going to block access for Florida residents as of January the 1st. Yeah! All right. Here we go. How's this for a scoop? How the world's biggest pornography platform is actively going to restrict Floridians from consuming, from enjoying its content. This is from floridapolitics.com, and it says restrictions will take place in protest at the Florida state's new age verification requirements. No one in Florida will be able to access Pornhub, the most trafficked pornography website worldwide. Officials with ALO, the parent company, they confirmed it will deny access for all users in the state. An email from the company made clear the restriction will happen in protest of new age verification requirements imposed by a state law going into effect in 2025. Age verification for Pornhub, which I assume means that you have to prove that you're old enough to view the, very rude content. I've heard it's rude on the site. I've not visited it myself. I've led a very very sheltered life, but I've heard it can be rather racy. So the Florida state legislation is saying they're going to put this age verification thing in, and I guess maybe ALO, which is apparently the parent company. I assume ALO know that with these age verification changes, I assume that they know, the actual issue here is they know a huge chunk of traffic, their traffic comes from horny teenage boys. I assume that they know that, and that's actually what the problem is here. It's like if Logan Paul or Jake Paul, one of these big YouTubers who have a lot of teenage boy follower types, imagine if they then had to put age verification. You got to be over 18 to see. They'd be upset, wouldn't they? Or if Prime Energy is their energy drink, isn't it? The Logan Paul, Jake Paul. Imagine if you had to show ID suddenly to purchase that thing, and their market is 13 to 16-year-olds, isn't it? They would be upset about that. Anyway, it says, unfortunately, the way many jurisdictions worldwide, including Florida, have chosen to implement age verification is ineffective, haphazard, and dangerous. Reads an email from ALO. It's dangerous, guys, to put these checks in. It says any regulations that require hundreds of thousands of adult sites to collect significant amounts of highly sensitive personal information is putting user safety in jeopardy, is it? I mean, come on, guys. Come on. Clearly, you just don't want teenage boys to be restricted from consuming your content in the attention economy. That is what this is. Let's not pretend that this is a security issue. You got their lawyers, their PR people out front go we just don't think that we should be forced to collect a user's date of birth because that is a sensitive piece of information. It's personal information. It puts user safety into question. This is a website that has literally been prosecuted for sex trafficking. They've profited out of sex trafficking. We just care about your safety. They admit it. They admit it as well. They put out a statement where they would just say, regrettably, we did profit from sex trafficked women. We did. That is a thing and yes, we are being sued for profiting from showing the sexual abuse of minors, allegedly. But it's your safety. It's your safety, guys, that we care about when it comes to data integrity. That's when we suddenly care about your safety. Yeah, really, guys, really. You got these 19-year-old starlets 19, if that. Knock on a producer's door. Yeah, should I have unprotected sex with this weird, creepy 57-year-old man over here on camera on the internet? Pornhub are like, well, you haven't written down your PIN or your mother's maiden name, have you? No, I haven't. Oh, well, yeah, you're fine. Like, what are you even waiting for? Why did you even ask me? It says, ALO said, or, continued to say, moreover, as experience has demonstrated, unless properly enforced, users will simply access non-compliant sites. They work around it, is what ALO was saying. So regulation doesn't work is really the lesson here. Isn't it? If people really want something, they will just find a way to go around it, to get around the rate. Like, it's a bit like the war on drugs. Really, isn't it? You try to regulate it, you try to restrict it, but life finds a way. Although, weirdly, cocaine dealers actually quite synonymous with Florida. Anyway, so the new statute imposes age verification requirements on pornography websites and any other publishers of content known to be harmful to minors. So I guess Matt Get's website is fucked. Hey! All right. We got one actual joke out tonight. Lawmakers scoffed at the web publisher's tactic. It says, the fact they've chosen to shut down instead of complying to ensure that children aren't accessing their site tells us exactly who their real target audience is. Well, yeah, fucking, there you go. That's a quote from a Republican Chase Tremont. Chase Tremont's in the house. A Port Orange Republican and the prime sponsor for the age verification bill passed this year. I mean, yeah. But I mean, let's not go throwing stones in White Houses, Chase. Okay? Like, Chase Tremont is out here protecting the kids mere weeks after singing Trump's praises to get him back in as president. And Trump was like Bezzy Buds with Epstein for like 10 years. We found out recently, I don't know if you heard that private recorded interview that emerged. Sort of big expose. A lot of people missed it, though. Maybe you didn't hear it because everybody was too busy taping bandages over their ears, in solidarity of the big man himself. But there was a private recording that emerged in the election campaign. Journalist Michael Wolff, who previously wrote the Fire and Fury book, he managed to get his hands on a recording where Jeffrey Epstein, a few years ago, is being interviewed about something. And Epstein details his close friendship with Donald Trump. Bezzy Buds, apparently he calls him his closest friend at one point. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if MAGA drunk Republicans who support a jury concluded rapist and friend to the world's most infamous pedophile, like, you're putting him back in the White House, are you, Chase? I don't know if a bunch of people who wave him through while they're on a coffee break from looking the other way at school shootings are the perfect custodians for saying what is and is not cool with child safety. Like, at what point do these people just feel ridiculous? Like, do they know how ridiculous they sound? How hypocritical? How stupid they look? When 1 minute they're supporting Matt Gaetz as the nominee for the Attorney General?
CBS News has learned that two women told the House Ethics Committee they were paid to have sex with Gaetz and to travel with him on multiple occasions. One also says that she saw Gaetz having sex with a minor.
Matt Gaetz is, out here inflating the mouths of teenagers as he's unloading both his fish tanks into them while wiring the money, paying the teenagers to do this to him on Venmo. $10,000 apparently. They're out here supporting that guy to be the Attorney General. Like, that is what he did. Well, allegedly did. That is what is supposed to have happened. And this same lot are like, yeah, he seems like a good guy. Seems like the right guy for the job. Meanwhile, something as abhorrent, something as aberrational as pornography And then they're like, oh, we gotta keep the kids safe, haven't we? Gotta keep the kids safe. We're all about children's safety is what we're concerned about. Like, how do they think anyone in the wider world sees them as anything other than ridiculous? When with this, this website age checker, like the Florida regulation for Pornhub thing, like it's probably about to become tighter regulation with Pornhub than it will be to buy an actual fucking gun in Florida. Like, how can you take lawmakers, senators, Congress, how can you take them seriously when that's what they're presiding over? Like, Pornhub should just rebrand. Like, they should just, reskin their website so it just looks like a gun store. Like, they would just let them off. They'd be like, down with red tape. Pretty soon you're going to have teenage boys in Tampa Bay, Florida, with their parents banging on their doors, going like, hey, I thought we done told you we don't have no pornography in this house. It's unholy, you hear? That shit is disgusting. You go to hell for that, boy. And the kids are going to be like, no, Pop, no, you got it all wrong, Dad. I could see why you was confused, because like the sound of the lady from my room screamed, but it's okay. Well, what's the misunderstanding? What was you doing in there, boy? He's gonna be, I was murdering her. The American dad's gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry, my mistake, son. Now get your shoes on. Let's go to church. Like, how weird? Like, it's not just me, is it, guys? You still with me? It's not just me. It's a weird thing, isn't it? The thing on the laptop that they're watching, the thing on the laptop, the theatrical presentation of the thing is of greater concern to these people. These red tie, red cheek motherfuckers are more incensed by the theatrical presentation of the thing on the laptop, on the website, than they are about the actual thing that people in their own fucking party are getting up to. They're like, I am so goddamn tired of these goddamn drag queen transsexuals sexualizing away the innocence of our sweet American children. And everyone's like, because you care about the well-being of your children? And they're going to be like, no, you idiot, because we're a party full of kid fuckers, and we like them to be innocent, goddammit. Otherwise, what's the goddamn point? Like, have you ever seen a priest touch a street kid? No, hell no. It's the innocent one, the innocent, sweet, clean choir boys you want.